So I was just asked a really good question by a viewer, and this is a question that is a common struggle, dilemma behind the scenes within organizations, especially for the communications department. And the question is, where do you stand on autonomy for the communications team or the communications director to have the freedom to do their jobs? And this is, of course, as it pertains to crisis management, crisis communication. This is an important question. It's a common question. So let's answer it. Why would the communications department want autonomy for their crisis communications? Basically, to me, this is saying the communications department knows what to do in terms of managing a crisis. They know that they need to communicate. They know that those communications need to meet the expectations and answer the pertinent questions of their stakeholders. They know that they need to be timely and transparent and sincere. And by seeking autonomy, what it's really telling me is that they would get resistance from other departments, senior management, the legal department, whatever the case may be, when it comes to meeting those expectations and communicating effectively. That to me is really what this question is all about. It's basically saying we know what to do, we get resistance, should we have autonomy to do what we know we need to do to help manage this crisis? And the real answer, the big answer is no, you shouldn't have autonomy. Crisis management can't happen in a vacuum. It can't be owned by PR or it can't be owned by the communications department. You need the eyes of the other experts within your organization, whether it's legal or IR or HR or ops or senior management, compliance. You need their eyes and their help when it comes to drafting and communicating in times of crisis. But what you need is for their help to be aligned with the ultimate best strategy for response and to be timely and efficient so that you can communicate in a way that meets stakeholder expectations. This to me is the bigger dilemma that I see often that leads to this question being posed. So in order to get there, in order to get the autonomy that you're seeking, you need to have the discussion before a crisis strikes. You need to be crisis ready. There's a lot of risk involved with the communications team working in a vacuum in terms of managing a crisis. It means that communications aren't flowing in or out properly to the communications team with the rest of the organization. It means that you're not going to have the objective points of views and the expertise that the other team members bring to the table that you need in order to effectively and truly efficiently do your job. So no, it shouldn't be about autonomy. It should be about collective teamwork, but it should be about having the right processes and procedures and alignment in terms of strategy of response when it comes to crisis management. And all of this needs to be done prior to experiencing a crisis. So if you're seeking autonomy for your communications department, I think the bigger, more important question is why? What is it that you feel that you aren't getting that is restricting you from being able to effectively do what you know you need to do in order to successfully communicate throughout a crisis and to fix that prior to a crisis? So it's a really big question. It's a loaded question, but it's one that so many organizations struggle with. What about you? Are you struggling with this? Do you have a communications department that's seeking autonomy when it comes to their crisis communication? How are you dealing with this? How are you confronting it? What are the bigger pictures that you're dealing with? I would love to hear from you. So comment below this video and let's continue this conversation. Did you enjoy this video, and is crisis management and crisis preparedness something that's important to your organization? If so, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I publish a video pretty much every week that it aims to help you implement a crisis-ready corporate culture. So be sure to subscribe.